Hi YouTube, it's Betty. I just wanted to let you know, last week I got my approval. I now have a date for my surgery. It is December 3rd. I am so excited. I'm excited for two reasons. Number one, I finally have a date and I'm going to be having my surgery. I am so thrilled about that. And number two, my surgeon doesn't normally do surgeries in December. But it looks like he's making a small exception, putting me in the beginning of December. I am so excited about this. I got my letters in the mail, and I knew going into this, especially after meeting with my primary care in April, she said it's not going to be like overnight, you're not going to get the surgery next month or whatever. There are things you're going to have to do. And she explained, you're going to have to meet with me 6 months. We have to have 6 months straight in a row. Or you're gonna have to have a gallbladder ultrasound and a few things like that. Going through the 6 months was really not that bad. Seeing her once a month, having her weigh me, put me on the diet, whatever. I was disappointed, as you know from my previous videos. I was very disappointed that I had to do these classes. However, they proved to be pretty interesting, and I met a really nice group of ladies in that class. So I am going to finish that through. Our last class is actually December 4th, and it's a graduation and good luck type thing. I think I'm going to tell them tonight when I go to class, hey guys, come on up and see me, because I'll be in the hospital, like on the 3rd floor. You're on the 2nd floor for these classes, so come up and see me instead of having class. I would in my hospital room. Holly might think that's funny, the coordinator for the classes. But anyway, I did get my approval, got my date, which I said is December 3rd, and I got my paperwork from the doctor. Now, this is where it gets crazy. Little did I know. I mean, it's all these tests you have to have. And I knew about some of them. I knew I was going to have lab work, and I knew I was going to have probably a gallbladder sonogram, maybe not. Pulmonary function test, maybe not. I knew definitely an EKG was in the works. So, I just have to show you. This is like hysterical. This is what they sent my doctor, and I'm going to try to get this focused in. I don't know, I'm not real good with this camera thing yet, but I don't know if you can see this or not. It might be too close, too far, or whatever. But you can see highlighted real big, 11/14/08. And what this basically says is, Dear Dr. Briner, patient Betty Goff, surgery gastric bypass, please fax all results to fax number on mandatory due date of 11/14 by 12 noon, or surgery will be canceled. There is no way I'm letting that happen. So the things I have to have my history and my physical, again through my primary care. We've done that. That should be pretty easy to fill out. She's got the paperwork on that. I have to have an EKG, which my primary care can do right in her office. I have to have lab work done, which consists of CBC with differentials, testing the cholesterol, hemoglobin, PT, PTTT, whatever that is, vitamin B12, T3, T4, TSH, vitamin A and D levels. So that's the lab work that I have to have done. I also need chest x-ray. I need a gallbladder sonogram. I also need to have pulmonary function testing done, as well as an endoscopy. Scheduled everything, pretty much. You have to have, and again, all this has to be done 30 days or less prior to your surgery date. So my surgery date is 12/3. That means, because there's 30 days in November, I can start this on November 3rd or after. However, it all has to be done and faxed over to the surgeon's office by 11/14. So, chest x-ray, gallbladder sonogram, 7:30 in the morning, the 3rd of November. Pulmonary function test is set for the 6th of November. The labs I'll do one morning that week, because it's going to have to be a fasting lab work. So I'll get that done. On the 11th, I see Dr. Van Gory and Bev, the patient advocate, for us, and have to go over all my paperwork. So that's the 11th. the endoscopy scheduled for the 24th. That's something that Bev's office, or Dr. Van Gory's office set up for me. Bev set it up for me. That's when it's going to be. It's going to be down at Franklin Square, set up at the time frame. The other things that I have to have done, you also have to have, or I have to have for my insurance or whatever, the surgeon, a thing called a cross-match for a cross-match for my blood type, and that's set for 12/1 at the hospital. They gave me the bowel prep. I'm not looking forward to that, but got to be done the night before. Also they gave me a prescription for a certain particular brand of soap, but a prescription soap to use. Shower twice the day before the surgery and the morning of with using this soap. So pretty straightforward, pretty easy to do. The thing that I'm having the hardest thing is, and it should be the easiest thing, is with my PCP secretary. I tried to set up an appointment for that first week of November to get the EKG done, because according to my surgeon's office, that's the most important part of this whole thing, the EKG. If there is some kind of abnormality, then they have to set me up for cardiac clearance with a cardiac surgeon, and that could take some time, and that could also make my surgery be delayed. Again, I don't want that to happen. I want my surgery on the 3rd. I am ready to go. So my PCP secretary gave me an appointment for the 13th of November. Now, everything has to be in by the 14th at 12 noon. Shouldn't be a problem. I could actually hand walk everything, take the results of everything, the history, the physical, the EKG sheet, and take it over to the hospital, to the doctor's office, my surgeon's office, and physically hand it to her. However, if there would be an abnormality, and again, I don't think there's going to be, but you never know. So if there would be an abnormality, then if they can't get me in within 2 weeks for a cardiac clearance, then I'm basically screwed. So I'm going to, after I finish this up, give my primary care another call. I know my husband has an appointment with her, and I think it may be the first week of November, and if it is, I'm just going to flip out his, and he can take mine, and I'll take his time slot. So hopefully that's the case, and I don't have to argue too much with the secretary. I also have to go in, probably next week I'll run in and pick up all the slips, because you need slips for the chest x-ray and all these other things you have to have done. But that's about it. And I just wanted to let everybody know that everybody's insurance company is different. Apparently this is what my insurance company and everybody's surgeon is different. And so apparently, along with my insurance company, my surgeon is requiring these things as well. But I am excited. I am so thrilled to finally have my date, have all this paperwork, and I'm working on it, and I'm going to get it done, and I'm going to be on that loser's bench. So until next time, everybody, have a great day. Talk to you soon, and see ya.